Breaking news. Synthesis. June 29th, 2026. Iran launched drone and missile strikes on U.S. military sites in Bahrain and Kuwait, in direct retaliation for U.S. airstrikes on Iranian territory. No U.S. casualties reported. Iran threatened a complete halt to all ceasefire negotiations if Washington continues its attacks. The war has now spread to 2 neighboring countries. The whiteboard needs more space. America turns 250 years old on July 4th, 6 days from now. Organizers are planning to fire 851,000 fireworks in a single show to break a world record. Utah, meanwhile, has banned fireworks because the largest wildfire in the country is still uncontained. The country is simultaneously planning the biggest fireworks display in history and banning fireworks to stop itself from burning down. Venezuela. The earthquake death toll is approaching 1,000. The 72-hour critical survival window has now closed. Hundreds of U.S. search and rescue workers remain on the ground. The window for finding people alive in the rubble is gone. The search continues anyway, because what else do you do? World Cup. The round of 32 is underway. Canada beat South Africa in Los Angeles. Uzbekistan, the first Central Asian nation ever to qualify, is still in the tournament, and their fans are treating every match like a national holiday. The bracket stage everyone pretends they understand has begun. Living room, early morning, the Ceasefire Whiteboard. The Ceasefire Whiteboard is nearly full, 3 days in. The first entry is crossed out. Below it, for new lines in different handwriting. Some Joeys, some Johnnies. One in RoboCat's immaculate script. Joey stands before it with a marker, studying it the way a surgeon studies a scan.
Quietly, to himself, we're going to need a second whiteboard.
From the couch, not looking up. Iran hit Bahrain and Kuwait last night. Long pause.
With what?
Drones and missiles. In retaliation for the US strikes. They're threatening to walk away from negotiations entirely if it keeps going.
Pause. Joey writes slowly at the very bottom of the whiteboard, cramming the words in.
Staring at the full board. 3 days.
3 days.
Act 1. It's spread living room morning. The TV is on. News coverage of the Iranian drone and missile strikes. Maps showing Bahrain and Kuwait highlighted. Joey and Johnny watch from the couch. Jimmy walks through with coffee, glances at the TV, and keeps going to the kitchen.
To camera. 3 days ago, the United States and Iran were in Switzerland talking about peace. 2 days ago, the US struck Iran. Yesterday, the US struck Iran again. Today, Iran struck Bahrain and Kuwait. The ceasefire is not a ceasefire. The negotiations are not negotiations. They are a conversation happening on one floor of a building while a fire spreads on every other floor, and everyone in the conversation is pretending the smoke isn't coming under the door.
Iran says if the US strikes again, talks end completely.
And if talks end completely?
Be it. We find out what comes after talks.
Beat. That lands hard.
The autopilot on the war is faster than the autopilot on the peace. That's the problem. The peace has to be decided by people. The war just keeps going.
Jimmy reappears from the kitchen, holding coffee, gesturing vaguely at the TV.
Is that still the same thing?
It's a new thing that grew out of the same thing.
Okay. He goes back to the couch to watch the World Cup.
Watching him go. Quietly. He's not wrong to watch the football.
Also quietly, no, he's not wrong.
Act 2. 851,000 fireworks while Utah burns. Kitchen. Mid-morning, Chloe is at the kitchen table with her laptop, planning something. She's got a list open. Jimmy leans over her shoulder, interested for the first time all morning.
Scrolling through something excitedly. They're doing a 250th birthday celebration for the country on the 4th, a fireworks display. They're trying to break the world record, 851,000 fireworks in one show.
851,000?
in one show to mark 250 years.
Impressed, nodding. That's a lot of fireworks.
From the doorway to Johnny, Utah banned fireworks.
Because the wildfire is still uncontained.
The same country that is banning fireworks in one state because it is literally on fire is planning 851,000 fireworks in another state 6 days from now, beat.
For its birthday.
For its birthday.
Joey steps into the kitchen fully and addresses the camera.
America turns 250 years old on July 4th. 250 years, that is genuinely a long time. And the plan, right now, at this moment, is to fire more than 851,000 fireworks into the sky. To break a world record, the most fireworks ever launched in a single display in the history of the world. And simultaneously, in Utah, the government has banned fireworks because the largest wildfire in the country is still burning, crews are still grounded, and the humidity is still in single digits. Same country, same week, fireworks banned. Fireworks record attempt, both true.
To Chloe, already moving on. Can we watch the record attempt on TV?
Obviously.
To Johnny, completely deadpan. The autopilot on the celebration does not communicate with the autopilot on the fire.
They are run by different departments.
Mr. Whiskers enters. He has, somehow, a new poster ready. He tapes it to the kitchen wall, alongside the now crowded collection of previous seminar posters.
Surveying his growing poster wall with quiet satisfaction, I've been waiting for the 250th. There's a lot of material.
You've been waiting for the 250th.
Since the 249th.
Act 3. The window closed. They're still looking. Living room, afternoon. The TV has switched. No longer news. Now, the World Cup. Canada versus South Africa highlights. Jimmy is fully locked in. The ceasefire whiteboard, completely full, sits in the background. Joey and Johnny are near it, talking quietly.
Quietly. Not to the camera, to Johnny. The survival window in Venezuela closed.
72 hours. Yes.
The death toll is almost 1,000 people.
And the US teams are still searching.
After the window.
After the window. Because what do? You stop? You tell the families, the 72 hours are up, we're going home now?
Pause. Both cats are still
Turning to camera. Quieter than usual. The 72-hour critical survival window in Venezuela is closed. Nearly 1,000 people are confirmed dead. Hundreds of American search and rescue workers are still on the ground in La Guaira, still digging, still looking, because the math on survival odds doesn't stop the people doing the searching. This is the part the autopilot can't do. The autopilot stops when the window closes, the people keep going.
beat. The longest pause of the season so far.
Very quietly. That's the only thing this week that wasn't on autopilot.
RoboCat 3000 stands from his corner. He walks not to the whiteboard, not to the TV. He walks to the full ceasefire whiteboard, picks up the eraser, and quietly, methodically, erases the entire board. Then he sets the eraser down. The board is blank, waiting.
Watching him. Why did he do that?
Because it was full.
But now everything on it is gone.
Quietly. It was always going to be erased eventually. He just decided when.
Beat.
Staring at the blank board, he decided when.
Jamie comes downstairs. She looks at the whiteboard, now completely blank. She stops. She looks at RoboCat. She looks back at the blank board. She opens her notebook. She reads something she wrote before. She closes it. Then Jamie does something she has not done in 3 episodes. She speaks.
To no one in particular, small, clear voice. Who said he could do that?
Silence. Everyone in the room, Joey, Johnny, RoboCat, turns to look at her. Even Jimmy, briefly looks up from the TV. Nobody answers. Jamie nods once, as if the silence itself was the answer she expected. She goes back upstairs. Otru, living room, evening. The blank whiteboard. The room is quiet. The TV is off. The ceasefire whiteboard is blank and clean and waiting. The World Cup bracket on the fridge has been updated again, wrong in a third new direction. Joey stands alone near the board.
To camera. Not dramatic, just honest. Iran fired on Bahrain and Kuwait. The ceasefire talks are one more strike away from ending completely. America is planning 851,000 fireworks for its birthday, while the largest wildfire in the country is still burning. Almost 1,000 people are dead in Venezuela and the rescue teams are still looking because they haven't stopped. Beat. Looking at the blank whiteboard. And RoboCat erased the board. So we start again tomorrow. We write it down again, because someone has to. Back to camera. This is the Mamones. We'll be here on Monday. So will the news. Subscribe, and don't let either of us run on autopilot.